Hello, guys. I'm actually having another appointment, but I keep thinking that I really like to share a story with you. And if you don't know me, I'm Lina Cibula, and I'm certified Christian trauma recovery coach, and I'm founder of the Renewal Method, and it's faith-based transformative coaching program. And I actually I realized that through scripture and the scent method, the trauma informed tools and essential oil and cognitive therapy exercises really helped me to move from trauma to thriving. And I decided to create the program to help you as well. So anyway, like you can learn more about this sensory approach to emotional healing with trauma and PTSD support with essential oil as well. But this is the cool part. I was born and raised in USSR, so we actually use a lot of natural remedies to support our health and wellness. So I never thought it was weird to put honey and cabbage on my chest when I had any like respiratory illness. Later on, of course, like when I had the chronic bronchitis and I was in the hospital as well. But to maintain the health and like have the different protocols to prevent that or prolong that, it's definitely was very interesting. And because I was raised in that culture, I never thought that somewhere else people use medication and pills and all that stuff on regular basis. So when I came to Canada, I remember there was a moment when I was walking with my friends around the park and I was naming different wild fruits and leaves and telling them that you can make tea, it's for coffee, and this and that. One of my friends actually said, you like a witch, you know all of these things. And in that moment, I actually felt embarrassed because he said to me that Canada, it's very advanced, medically advanced, and we like curing cancer and all that stuff. And when my grandma was recommending something for my kids, I was saying to her, okay, grandma, we have Tylenol. And I kind of turned away from these old ways. But then quickly I realized there is another trauma with the doctors and misdiagnosis and trusting the doctors and taking tons of medications. I realized that it's still medical practice and they actually don't know sometimes what's going on and try to brainstorm the ideas and try the different meds to help you to deal with the symptoms, but I realized they never really go deep into the root cause. So, my to you advice, if you ever get into that situation from personal experience, keep advocating for yourself. You know, change the doctor, like ask for more investigation and etc. But it's off topic. So what happened is I start looking into natural solutions again when I got children because I realized that lots of things that been sold to me here as a easy living here, um, like Windex to clean your windows and different laundry detergents and difficult cleaning chemicals actually made me sick. But that time it took me a while to figure out that I have really severe allergic reaction on that. So when I had children, I wanted, as any mother, protect them. So I started looking into natural solution and I found the doTERRA essential oil company and I fall in love. It's actually, I love the oils, I love the culture, I loved that they have so many natural solutions for the health and wellness. So, at some point, even I love to be an advocate and actually do the classes, and I love teaching, and and I realized it was actually very hard to sell people essential oils. And I was really blown away. And I don't know if you know my story. Actually, I was alcoholic, drug addict, and in some point, I was actually selling drugs to make the ends meet. And people wanted, people were seeking, where am I? And they were asking where I'm gonna be. They were waiting for me. They were paying everything I asked them to pay. So here I was offering actually health and wellness, and nobody wanted. And it was weird because it had so much impact and brought so much difference into my life. Not only it brought wellness, but it brought the confidence that I can take care of myself and my kids with natural solution, building up the internal organs, like with something that won't pollute their bodies rather than build like so build their bodies rather than pollute their bodies. So I kind of back away from that and kept that to myself. So I've been using the doTERRA essential oils for more than 10 years and I still loving it. The cool part that when I met with my psychotherapist, so I don't know, this is another side story that I try so many therapies and life coaching and I was like learning different avenues what to do with my PTSD and trauma. Number one, of course, my faith, my God, helped me to know about my identity and helped me to fight lots of different aspects, like about self-worth and changing my mindset and learning what God says about me. So that was very helpful. But then I was trying different avenues to actually figure out what trauma is, what make me tick, why do I have this PTSD, whiplash, whiplash, whatever. So yeah, like different negative emotion or some situation been triggering. And like honestly, guys, like 20 years ago, nobody talked about trauma, PTSD, and triggers. Even like the word triggers wasn't floating around. So when I met with I actually prayed because every time my husband or my kids or my friends go to the therapist, and they loved it, they always have a good experience. And I just always felt it's not enough. And I was praying to God. I think like I'm special case. I need something different. I don't know what is that I need, but I need something different. So when this woman came into my life and she said, I will help you with cognitive therapy exercises and essential oils. I will help you to create new neural pathways in your brain, addressing your trauma. I was, oh my goodness, I thought this is exactly what I need. And after almost 1 year working with her, I knew 100% this is what make me the most stable. But it didn't come to me right in the beginning. I actually have so many different experiences and learned so much about the trauma. That's why from Christian leadership life coach, I changed my specialization on trauma because like literally I am an expert in trauma recovery. Um, whatever you can imagine it was happening to me and whatever you can imagine I did overcome it. So first things, literally in the first session, she asked me if I have essential oils. If you saw my office before, I actually have big stand for essential oils and I have tons of them behind me. So she actually said when she signed up people for her programs, instead of she waived the fee and instead of it she asked them to buy this trio. I do believe it's lemon, lavender, and orange. I don't remember what was in this three pack, but what's cool about this that all the exercises that she gave me was containing some oils. And one of the exercises was the smelling orange oil, look at the picture of orange oil and taste the fruit of orange. In the beginning, I was thinking like, man, this is so stupid. This exercise is for kids. Like, what is the difference gonna be happening in me for my PTSD from drug abuse, rape, grief, death, smelling the oil and tasting the orange? Okay. But I convinced my mind, like most of the time I do, that I'm just gonna do everything she tells me to do. And I just did it. I was smelling the orange, I was breathing this like scent, and I was tasting that, and nothing was happening. There, I have this kind of realization sometimes that I feel more calm. So I thought, well, you know what? Nothing bad's going on in my life because you know what? Sometimes it's very easy to stay calm when everything is fine. So I assume it's just that. And then one day, my three kids, which is right now teen and preteen, two preteens. I have 17-year-old and twins, 12-year-old, who is gonna be 13 in a couple months. They all got in the car and they had very bad mood. Three people with a bad mood in the morning driving to school 20 minutes. Usually it's giving me anxiety. I need to take a breather and it's really hard situation for me. I kid you not. My brain said to me, smell orange oil. But I didn't have any in the car. So instead of like losing my marbles, because that's one of the situation that was really triggering to me, I actually step outside the car, I close the door, and I start breathing in and out, the same as when I breathe the oil. What she said to me on our next session when I told her about that, she said, think about right now that you smell an orange oil. You actually can tell your brain that you smell the scent. And I closed my eyes and I said, smell the orange oil. And my brain smelled the oil. That's how powerful those little steps are. Because I did it already over a month, the same exercise. My brain smelled the oil, although there was no oil around me. It smelled, I could taste, I could see. So what happened when I took the breather, it's literally calmed my nerve system. Nervous system? I got back into the car the noise of the frustration. Nobody want to go to school. Nobody want to be awake. Somebody hungry. Somebody forgot their music. They still talking everybody at once. You know those times, like I call them perfect storm. And usually this storm swallows me up, and it's discord and chaos in the car. But this time, because I was cool, calm, and collected, I literally was able to diffuse the situation, and we actually had a wonderful time going to school. Actually, my other friend gave me another solution for that too, and that's how I diffused that situation. She said, come up with shut up music. So when we were all laughing and in good feeling, we actually come up with the idea that when we talk about it and we start playing the music, and when we play that music, everybody gonna be quiet. So it's our shut up music, we call it. So that's what I said. Instead of losing my marbles, I sat in the car and I just turned on the music and I start listening this music. By the end of that trip, we were singing. That's what I want to do and tell you that today, that all the triggers, all the trauma, all the PTSD that triggers us, if you learn to heal, be aware of it and control it, you can change your situation. You can control that situation if you control yourself. And those exercises help me to be aware of how I behave. And by default, it's impacting everyone who is around me. That's why all these 20 years, I want to learn how I can be better because I want a better life for myself and for my family. I want to learn how to take care of my mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health so I can be better showing up in the world. So, this is a little story for you guys, and I hope it brought value to you. And if you would like to know more, connect with me. I can help. Let's do this together. Honestly, your healing is matter, and there is the way. I do believe God created us all different and unique. That's why you have to try and try and try and try. Do not give up on your healing. Take care of yourself. It's not selfish. It's actually very important, not only for you, for everybody else who is around you. I love you guys. I want you to be healed and healthy and abundantly wealthy. I want every good things that God created us to have. He wants us to break free from worry, fear, PTSDs, anxieties. Don't apologize for the way you choose to heal as long as it's constructive. But the road to healing, long and hard, but totally worth it. Worth it. You are worthy of freedom from worry, fear, anxieties, PTSDs, etc. You are loved. Bye, guys. Take care and be blessed.